question, because what we are is we formed a branch back in 2014 called United Private Hire Drivers. Now, this is like a small organization that we set up to help Uber drivers, and not just Uber drivers, any private hire drivers. Now, fast forward 2 years, we're now one of the largest organization for private hire drivers in the UK. So we now have members in Scotland, in Leeds, in Manchester, in Birmingham. So all these places that Uber's going to, and where there are drivers, they're now becoming members of our organization. So what UPHD is now, we're now a branch of IWGB, which is a union. So now UPHD is the largest union for private hire drivers in the UK. So as a union, it gives us more protection, and it helps us speak to politicians and lobby for our cause.
Fantastic. If you decide to widen this to other industries to help other people, do you think that they should be worried that you will put the spotlight on their business and working practices?
That's correct. I'm sorry, my question, the reason why I mentioned IWGB is a union. They represent Deliveroo drivers, courier drivers, gig economy workers from all sector, foster care workers, security guards. So they represent the most, a lot of migrant workers and the workers that are at the low end of the market. So the message is loud and clear. So IWGB is a union to watch out for, because they're full of active campaigners from all kind of different industries, and together we're like a like a bomb that's gonna so that's something to watch out for. And don't get me wrong, like I said, we're doing everything the right way, but it's about making sure someone challenges and puts things in place to stop these dodgy companies come out there.
So that is your word on it. That's what you want to be the outcome of this case.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And like I said, we're going to win. I'm confident we're going to win.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We've got our fingers crossed.
And we're going to keep winning again. And like I said, it'll probably end up in Supreme Court, but we're going to carry on winning.
Fantastic.
Because we're on the right side of law.
Oh, fantastic. So what would you say to your supporters who have been behind you throughout this case, and what would you like people to know going forward?
I think I've got to say a special thank you to each and every one to support us, whether they're in the media sector, whether they're journalists, whether they help us with the legal, whether they help us with funding, whether they supported us in our demos, or just drivers supporting us coming to our meetings. They're the main guys. They're the reason why what we are today. And if it wasn't without them, it wasn't possible. And drivers are the main key. It's about having people behind us to back us, to push us forward. And that's what they've been doing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time today. Wow, this has been very comprehensive, and a lot of people are going to be taking a lot of notice. So please, thank you, stay on the line. But I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been listening to the Ask Avani Show today. Keep it locked. Don't touch that dial. Thank you. I just have to tell you. Oh, baby, there's something on my mind. I just have to tell you.
You have been listening to the Get Global Network podcast of the Ask Avani Show. You can hear the show live on Saturdays at 3 p.m. in London, 9 a.m. Central Time in the U.S. on SoMetro Radio, one of the original member stations of the Get Global Network. Listen to the show on the go or hear replays of previous shows by installing any of the Get Global Network apps, like SoMetro Magazine for your cell phone. The apps are available for download on both Google Play and iTunes App Store. Take the time to subscribe to our podcast via iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, or the Spreaker podcast networks.